Welcome back from that break. Glad you're still watching Science Breakfast with me, Alan Hubbard, and sign language interpreter is Gideon Miner. In studio this morning, we are with Mr. Philemon Okach. He is the author of Understanding Disability, Mainstreaming and Inclusivity. Philemon works in the security docket. He is a police officer and currently a trainer in most of the training institutions within the Police Service Commission. We dedicated the first half of the conversation to understand where does he borrow his love for inclusivity, and he shared two stories, one in 2013 and the other in 2015, and ever since he has never gone back on the conversation and fighting for inclusion within the police service. Now, we want to focus a little bit more on this particular book, what it entails, the chapters, and how you can get yourself a copy of this amazing, amazing book. Now, we spoke about where you get the love for inclusion and start to decide to write and get the authority to write a book about it. But now let us talk about the journey of writing the book itself, because it isn't easy to write a book. Where does the journey now begin and say, hey, all this knowledge that I've gathered, I'm going to put it in a book?
All right. The journey of writing this book started in the year 2016.
Yes. Long time it has taken.
Yes. When I was called, one time I was called by one of my colleagues.
Yeah.
That, Philemon, I want you to come and present for us to talk about the issue of disability. I asked myself, what can I do?
Yeah.
I just vambled out, then I have around 5 pages notes. I proceeded there. Yes, I did it, but I did not do it to my best during that time. When it reaches the year 2021,
yes,
I was invited by the CEOs of Sign TV.
Yes.
Mulekwa, whereby he told me one thing, Philemon, you can do all the things, but without a pen and a paper, nobody will see your work. Yes, that's where I started writing this book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us, what is the book about? Disability, mainstreaming, and inclusivity. Of course, we understand what inclusivity is, we understand what mainstreaming is, but what are the core concepts that you are writing about?
All right. Under the book, understanding disability and mainstreaming, mainstreaming and inclusivity.
Yeah.
The book is just about how can you do your best to an individual with a disability. That's number one. Number two, we are talking. The book is just talking about how an individual with a disability can perform his duties without any hindrance or without any discrimination within an organization.
Yeah.
When you look at the book itself, I know it has around 11 chapters.
Yeah.
But the main important things, we may have so many laws, may have so many policies, but without putting it down, without understanding it properly, all our work may be in vain, Mr. Alan.
Yeah.
I know the journey of the issue of disability, mainstreaming, and inclusivity. We have so many books. We have so many whereby we can go for the references. But I want to ask you if you can Google right now, do your research. We don't have the policies, we don't have a book whereby the trainer or the institution can use to train his staff. We don't have in the whole country.
Yeah.
And I know very well this is the first book. And this is just a platform.
Yeah.
Yes.
11 chapters, you've said.
Yes.
What are some of course, it would take a lot of time for us to go through 11 chapters, but which chapters really stand out for you? And if I get this book, as you have given me a copy, what chapter should I not fail to read? Give me 3 of them and what they talk about.
All right. Alan, almost all chapters, they are very, very important. But,
that's a good answer.
all chapters, they are very, very important.
Yeah.
When you start with chapter 1 of the book, just talking
It's
about...
sort of a story,
Yes.
sequential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it not a short of a story? Is it a sort of in a point form? When you look at the chapter 1, which is talking about the general overview of disability.
Yeah.
As an individual in an organization or in your home place, you must be able to understand the general overview of disability. What is that the chapter is talking about? What is the definition of disability, types of disability we have in the countries, and some of the causes of disability that may happen within your organization. That's all about the chapter 1 of the Constitution, of the book.
Yeah.
The chapter 2 is talking about the prevalence and statistics. When you talk of the prevalence and statistics of the book, we are looking at the number of individuals with disability within your organization. Wako wangapi in that your organization.
Yeah.
And when you understand the individual with disability, be it at the village level, even the village elder, the book is very, very much important for the village elders. The chapter 3 is talking about the disability models. When you talk about disability models, our perception towards disability. That's chapter 3.
Yeah.
Chapter 4 is talking about mainstreaming and inclusivity itself.
Yeah.
How do you plan for mainstreaming? How can you go about it? I may not talk about the whole chapter of the books. And there's a chapter again, which is the chapter 5, which is talking about the perception. What is our perception about an individual with disability? Our first impressions. I normally tell people that wakati nimekuja kwa your office, I may be an individual without disability, but the way you perceive me matters a lot, Alan. Sometimes in all of our organizations, when you see an individual with disability, we normally see them as a problem. And before I continue, Alan, let me just tell you this a little story. There's one of my friends, I was traveling from Nairobi to Kisumu one day. And when reaching at Naivasha, it was during the COVID-19. Just take that thing in note. I asked myself, how can I go out to this roadblock? Ask the driver, let me now assume myself to be a deaf person.
Yeah.
And you want to see how we normally interact with the individual with disability. We're reaching there, one of my colleagues, I just write on a paper that, me deaf. Yes, because I'm a sign language interpreter.
Yeah.
I said that, me deaf, me home go. But unfortunately, the officer says, mutu, anatuletea shida hapa kwa sababu gani? Aliniwacha niliendelea na safari yangu.
Yeah.
But because of the perception, many of us tukikuja kwa offices, the perception, the negative perception, it normally hinders our capability.
And
that
service,
one of the
and
things,
service delivery.
Yes. And that's why normally most of the organization wanasema ya kwamba me I cannot employ an individual with disability because of that perception.
Yeah.
They are not looking for the capability of an individual, but because of what? The perception. Chapter 11, let me just go to the last chapter of the book because of time.
Yeah.
Chapter 11 is talking about the guidance and counseling. Now, the guidance and counseling is not about an individual. For example, Alan, you have a child with disability. You have acquired disability through injury or so many all these places. How can you be guided? Number one, the initial shock. Wewe mwenyewe, for example, utasema kwa hii kitu imefanyika kwa hii familia yetu haijawahi fanyika. That initial shock, these people, they need guidance and counseling. You may be in this position like but you don't know what will happen when you reach there at the door.
Yeah.
You may slide and even fall. And you may start using a wheelchair. You need a guidance and counseling. So the book is very important for each and every individual, even the guidance and counseling team, teachers, the police officers, and so forth. Yes.
All right. You've spoken about perception and probabilities in one of the chapters.
Yes.
What are some of the solutions does the book provide when it comes to dealing with negative perceptions towards disability? Because perception is a very big factor in how a society interacts amongst its people with disabilities.
All right. Alan, the only disability we have in our society is bad attitude. That's the disability we have in our society.
Yeah.
If you can just avoid the bad attitude or the negative attitudes towards an individual with disability, our society will grow.
Yeah.
Our organization will grow.
But that how? That
Number
how
one.
is where is the biggest pain point.
Number one,
Yes.
when we talk about the perception, we are talking about, for example, in an organization, we have what we call the halo effects.
Yeah.
When we talk of the halo effects, whereby an individual with disability may raise a concern pertaining the institution. The boss may say that huyu jamaa anatusumbua. But he has a genuine reason to explain, sir, what I only need, I need a ramp. But the boss receives that how can I put a ramp here? But it's only an individual what? Person. But when you put that ramp, everything will be okay. That's number one. Number two, the boss may raise a concern pertaining an individual with disability. That's again another perception. Ati huyu mtu anachelewa kazi. When ask, kwa nini umechelewa kazi? And individual atasema, wewe uone ati mimi ni mlemavu nini? All of us must have a good perception. The only thing that we need there is the positive attitude and good perception. Yes. And we should be able to understand all our strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
That's the main important thing. When the boss understands, or an individual with disability or without disability understand the strength of each and every individual, the perception will be, our other perception towards individual with disability will be okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as we're winding up our conversation, how can people who are interested in the subject matter of disability mainstreaming and inclusion, how can they get a copy of this book?
All right, to get a copy of this book, you can just contact me. Yes. I'll just, at the end of the session, I'll give you my number.
Yeah.
So that you can contact me. Again, also, you can get the book through the Chance Publisher.
Yeah.
Yes, who have worked work hard so that the book is out. Yes.
How do we get in touch with Charge Publisher, as also as you're telling us how to get in touch with you?
All right. You can just get in touch with me through my mobile phone number.
Yeah.
Can I give it out?
All right.
0724 662 470. 0724 662 470. For the Chance Publisher, ni 0758 305
Yeah.
622.
Yeah.
Again, the book also you can get it through Amazon. The book is also in Amazon.
Yeah.
You can just purchase it there. Amazon. Just write Understanding Disability and the Understanding Disability Mainstreaming and Inclusivity. You get the book there.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we are winding up now, finally, what next after the book?
All right. Tomorrow I'll be at Memorial Park, Nairobi, for the pre-launch of the book.
Yeah.
Whereby it will start at 13:00 hours
Yeah.
to 17:45 hours.
Yeah.
On
That
second,
is from 1 to 5.
sorry, Alan, I've just used the military language.
Oh, that is what you use.
Yeah.
Let me use it in plain language, starting at 1 p.m. all the way to 5:15 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, on second will be the D-Day for the launch of the book.
2nd December.
2nd December.
Yeah.
Whereby I'll launch the book at National Police Training in Bakassi A campus. Thereafter, on 3rd, we are going to have what we call International Disability Day.
Yeah.
World International Disability Day. I'll be in Mombasa for the same, whereby I'll have a workshop there in Mombasa.
Yeah.
And all Mombasa people are welcome. Yes.
Amazing work that you are doing there. Besides my questions, anything else that you'd like to share before we call it a show?
All right. The last word for me is just to tell all the organizations, be it all the institution organizations, let embrace inclusivity in our offices.
Mm.
Let's embrace inclusivity in our offices.
Yeah.
Many people may talk about the Constitution. I normally tell people that the Constitution, from the chapter 1 to the last chapter, it's talk about inclusivity.
Mm.
When you start with the chapter 1, it's talking about the sovereignty. The power belongs to the people, including persons with disability.
Mm.
When you talk of chapter 6, it's talking about the leadership. What's your types of leadership, Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Does any individual with disability can understand, yes, this is a leader. I wish I could work with the same character, same with what, Alan?
Mm.
Ask yourself in your organization, what are you doing about inclusivity?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Philemon Okach, for the book that you have written. And literature indeed goes a long way to change people's minds and educate them about different concepts in society and in life, including disability, mainstreaming, and inclusivity. He has shared the dates tomorrow. He is doing a pre-launch, a second. He is doing the official launch, but also on 3rd December, he will be in Mombasa. So you can join in on either of the celebrations to be a part of this groundbreaking work. That's all we've had for you this morning. Being your host, Alan Hubbard, and sign language interpreter has been Gideon Minor. Let us see you tomorrow as we keep you up to speed and up to date with what is happening in the country.